Welcome to another episode of Get the Food Out of Here. Freddie Rubino here, and my wife Christine.
Hi everyone.
Salud!
Please share this, everyone.
Prosecco. You got a Prosecco? Huh? Anyway, we're gonna make eggplant Parmigiana today. I know it's a traditional dish. I know everybody makes it. But it's so simple that this has become a staple of Italian kitchens. Right? This is something like, it's always one frozen. There's always some left over. There's always eggplant Parmesan in the house. And it better be in your house after this show. Should we get started, honey?
Sure.
Okay. First thing you do is you get an eggplant and you cut it up. Okay? I have some eggplant right here. Okay? We already cut the stuff up. This is how thick you cut it. You see this? This is how thick.
It's like half an inch.
Half an inch? I think it's a little bigger than that.
I don't know.
Yeah. It's like...
I haven't seen such evidence.
Yeah, you're going to get slapped with an eggplant. Ever get slapped with an eggplant, honey? Huh? Anyway, look how thick it is. Now, there's two ways we make it. We're on the keto diet, so we can't have carbs. And this is a perfect dish for that. Right? I better shut this off. Am I right, Christine?
Sure.
But what's the one thing we can't have? Bread. So, we make one of them breaded and one of them not breaded, and it's perfect for keto. Let me show you how to do it both ways. For the breaded, what do we have here?
Breadcrumbs and egg.
Breadcrumbs. So first you just dip it in breadcrumbs without anything else. Then the egg.
The breadcrumb helps the egg stick.
It does help, doesn't it?
Yes.
And then you put it on.
Now, what are you doing here first?
Okay, with that, this is a pan with aluminum foil. You get Pam and you spray it.
Liberally.
Liberally? I hate this country. Oh, no, the other liberal. Okay. Liberally. Now,
The reason for that is...
we used to do it a few times, brushing it with olive oil, right?
Yes.
Always stuck.
It was a nightmare.
It was stuck like your brother-in-law at Thanksgiving that wouldn't leave. Couldn't get him off. Okay, so Pam works, right?
It does.
I don't understand it. So, now, if you're not... What?
Put that on the sheet.
I'm going to put it on the sheet. Oh, don't jump the gun. And you just put it on the sheet. But when we make it without the bread, we take it and we put some olive oil on it.
Both sides.
Right? Yep. This side, olive oil.
Why you would hold it when you
put it down?
I don't know.
That's why.
No.
So you don't have to pick it up when it's greasy. See, I know.
Your hands are still greasy.
Shut my mouth. Okay, we brush it with olive oil.
Both sides.
We did both sides. The one without the bread, we put in a little salt. That was a lot of salt. Anyway, that's what you do. Look, that's all it is. Now, when you fry this stuff, if you do it without the bread and you fry it, it turns to mush.
It falls apart.
It falls apart. Mush. You know mush?
I know mush.
Shut your mouth. This is eggplant. This ain't one of your...
Especially after a big glass of gin. I know mush.
Woo! This is Prosecco, honey. Pow, chicka, pow. Okay. So, when you bake it like this, it stays to some consistency and you can make it better like that. Also, when you bread it and bake it, I love to fry it too. There is a special taste you get when you bake it.
The breading stays firmer.
It's firmer, right?
And very crispy.
Firm.
Because it doesn't absorb oil.
This goes in to the oven. You do the whole eggplant. You do 2 eggplants. One breaded, if you want the breaded. If you don't want it breaded, unbreaded.
Or you can make just all breaded or all unbreaded.
You can do whatever you want, Christine. But what I'm saying is you put this in a 400-degree oven for 20 minutes. Then you turn it another 6 minutes.
5 to 10 minutes, depending on your oven.
You throw that in, and we did that. And look what we have. We have, can I put this up here?
Sure, those are beautiful.
One of them with the bread, and one of them without the bread. I'm going to put this here. So now we're going to construct it with this. Now I have some mozzarella that I'm using, okay, in the freezer.
Keep sharing, please.
It's easy, right? It's easier to grate.
It's easier to grate when you put it in the freezer for like a half hour.
Now, the thing with mozzarella, if you're doing a lot of mozzarella on a dish like this, if you use fresh mozzarella, a lot of water in it, a lot of milk.
Yeah. When you only sprinkle in a little bit, fresh mozzarella is great, like for a margarita pizza.
Yeah.
But for something like this, when you're going to put tons of mozzarella.
Polio. Polio makes a great cheese. It melts perfect. You know when you're just sprinkling on your cheese? You do it fresh. You know what I'm saying, honey?
Yeah, Fred.
And look, and then we grate it.
It grates very easily.
It grates easy, especially with this trick that you taught me, thank you, of freezing it. Because, not frozen solid.
No.
Like an hour in the freezer?
A half hour.
Half hour. Hey, half hour is right up my alley.
Yeah.
Look at that.
30 seconds is more right up your alley.
Shut your mouth. Nobody wants to hear that on a cooking show about your husband.
I'm not talking about the mozzarella.
Yeah, you're talking about mozzarella. Okay? Now, you can buy it shredded, right?
Yeah, but it's not as good.
Does Polio make shredded?
I don't know.
I'm going to tell you something about the shredded that you might not know. That in order to keep it the way it is, also don't forget to take some mozzarella and start eating it while you're preparing it.
Keep wasting time.
If you're on keto, the shredded mozzarella has more carbs than just doing this.
Yes.
Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, because they toss it with cornstarch. That way it doesn't stick together.
Look at that. I can just eat that. I'm not going to lie to you. Okay? Now keep eating the mozzarella. Like I got home. Okay, we're going to construct one. Did I even take out a pan?
No, there's one under there.
Wow, we're not prepared.
It's underneath the big
I
pan.
see it. I see it. Oh! Okay. We get a pan.
8 by 8.
8 by 8. We have leftover sauce.
We always have leftovers.
You always have to have sauce. Now, if you want to use jarred sauce,
Rayo's.
look at this, 1 spoonful. That's it. On the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Now, why Rayo's, honey?
Rayo's has the least carbs. Plus, it's the best tasting.
It's the best tasting, and you know why? Because other sauces,
They put a lot of crap in it.
and they put sugar in it.
Yeah. This is just tomatoes.
Just tomatoes. Okay, now look what we're going to do. We're going to make it half keto and half regular. You don't have to do this.
No.
If you want to make 2, or you just want to make it like this.
You just want to make breaded, you just want to make the other with no breading, it's fine. We're just showing you this so you see both versions.
Look at that. That's all you have to do.
Because those are big.
Yeah, it's big, honey. It's long. And it's strong. Look at that. Now it's just layering, okay? Now the sauce part. Don't over sauce it.
It gets too wet.
The sauce isn't the star of the show. The eggplant's the star of the show.
Mm-hmm.
And especially the one that's not breaded, all right, though? Because it's all going to melt together with the cheese, and it's going to be beautiful, okay? Sauce, eggplant, sauce. What? Move over?
It's in my way.
That's in your way. Eggplant, sauce, cheese.
Could you get the cheese all over?
What do you mean?
You just sprinkle cheese all over the sink.
I got a dog. That's the dog's job. I got to be honest with you. If you have a dog and you're dropping stuff, that dog's job is to eat that. There's one layer. Next layer. I'm like Princess Leia. Okay, look. See, it's a split job here.
And remember, we're just doing this for the visual. You could make one or the other.
Right, right. Look, I'm going to put this here. And I'm going to put this in there. Okay, again. Sauce. The sauce isn't the star, honey.
Sauce.
The sauce. Don't make fun of my accent. I come all the way from the south side of Brooklyn. Do you know that Bensonhurst is South Brooklyn? Yet they call North Brooklyn South Brooklyn?
I have no
Somebody needs a geography lesson. See this? This is heaven on earth. Now you can make sandwiches out of eggplant palm.
And if you have it like this, you just have them in the fridge, you throw some cheese and sauce on a piece of bread, and you got eggplant Parmesan hero.
Like it's no one's business. Okay? Another. Now let me ask you a question. You just said you could freeze it, right? Doesn't have to be cooked, right?
No, you freeze it just like that.
You freeze it just the way it is.
You just cook it a little extra in the oven so that it defrosts and then everything melts nice.
So, when you're making sauce, we always tell you, you make sauce, make sure you make extra sauce. Look at this, it worked out perfect. I'm throwing that in there. Make sure you make extra sauce. Because you're going to make eggplant palm. You're going to make leftover spaghetti. You're going to...
Last time I made sauce, I put it all in the gallon Ziploc freezer bags.
You did, didn't you?
It stores good because it doesn't take up much room.
You did, you little minx, you. Okay.
Please share.
Good thing. Look at this perfect amount of sauce. Okay? Now, I like to add a little... If you're going to add a little extra sauce, it's on top, so it works its way down. And that's it. This is chunky sauce, honey. You like chunky sauce?
It's fine. Why are you going to talk like that?
Why?
Because you're so weird.
I am weird. But look, I'm well fed.
Yeah, thanks to me.
I'm out.
People message me like, you're so lucky, he must cook for you every night.
Why are you talking like that? Okay. See this? Look, you had extra sauce, right? You chopped up 2 eggplants. I know a lot of women work. I know it's a busy time. You take this, you put it in the freezer. Wednesday comes. Ma, what's for dinner? Eggplant palm. How, Ma? Yeah, never mind how. And then you go and you have a little cocktail and you don't tell them. And you eat mozzarella. This goes in the oven.
350
Go ahead.
for about a half hour.
350 for a half hour. Until it's bubbly, right?
But when you cook the eggplant, it's at 400 degrees.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah, we went over that, okay?
I don't know if you mentioned that.
I did mention that. Tell them what we were thinking of doing. Let's get a little feed. First of all, go to fredrubino.com, get a shirt. That's how you support us for this show, okay? I'm going to be in Rochester this weekend. Then Brooklyn, New York, Staten Island. Come out and see me. This one just came out of the oven. Okay. We did the half. You see that half?
Mm-hmm.
This is half. The fresh.
Yep.
Not the fresh. Unbreaded. This is the breaded. Ooh. Who doesn't want this on a diet, right? Oh, I'm on a diet. What'd you have today? Eggplant palm. The joke's on them. You're looking good. The summer's coming. Ooh, look at that. I'm going to get a big piece. You know why?
Why?
Because that's what I'm all about. Freddie Big Piece. Yeah, honey.
Well, that's an exaggeration.
Make sure your Prosecco's here. This was about 25 minutes in the oven. Depends on your oven.
You started to say something and then you
Oh, what were we
stopped.
saying?
You wanted
Oh, we were going to think of doing a pop-up.
a pop-up restaurant night.
Look at that. This is This is keto. This is the keto one. Look how beautiful that is. Right?
Yep.
And this is, so if you think we should do it, we might do it maybe on Long Island, maybe Jersey. We'll do the cooking show at a restaurant live.
And you'll try some of our dishes.
And everybody, after the show, it's a 4-course meal. We might do that. It's interesting. We'll see if we could work it out. But it sounds like a great night out, right?
We need a venue.
Yeah, we're looking into
that's
it.
perfection.
Look at that.
That is perfection.
Same dish. Look. Same dish. If you have people who are on keto and you don't want to cook 2 different things, same dish. Look at that. Side by side. Singing along, side by side.
Yes,
Honey.
and it's also gluten-free.
Is it?
There's no breadcrumbs.
Oh, I'm a gluten for punishment. Look at that beautiful, keto-friendly mozzarella. You see how it's not drowning? It's not drowning in sauce? Mmm. Oh, that's delicious. Because it's baked, there's some texture to the eggplant. It's not all soaked in oil and mushy. Oh my God. Oh my God, look at that. Mmm. Oh, thank you, God. People, 2 eggplant, a little sauce, and a mozzarella. If you're not on keto, throw a pound of spaghetti on, you put that over it, it's unbelievable. Look at this. Look at that. Anything wrong with that?
Nothing. You see every layer.
Every layer. Thank you, everybody. Give us some feedback on a pop-up show that we might be doing soon in either Jersey or Long Island. Maybe one in Florida, too. Buy a shirt at fredrubino.com. We love you. Get on keto. Let's lose some weight this summer. Happy Cinco de Mayo to my Mexican friends. I love you. Christine, I love you.
I love you too.
And I'll see you in Rochester, because I love you, Rochester. Freddie Rubino here. I need one more bite. I need one more bite. I can't not eat this. I'm gonna. I love you guys.